So you're thinking about making the move to South Jordan, Utah. Well, in today's video, I'm giving you a map tour of everything in South Jordan, what to do in South Jordan, Utah, where to live in South Jordan, Utah, and what South Jordan, Utah has to offer. If you're new here, my name is Marvin Alvarado, the Sneakerhead Realtor here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I get messages from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to the state of Utah. And I love hearing from you guys. So if you're thinking about making a move here in the next 6 days, 6 months, or even a year from now, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me. You can also book a call with me. All of my information is down below. I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to making your move to Utah as smooth as possible. Now let's get into the video and see what South Jordan has to offer. All right, so let's jump into the video. Here we have South Jordan, Utah, which is about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown Salt Lake City. Right now it's about 1:30 p.m. here in South Jordan, in West Jordan. So you can see that you're about 21 minutes from downtown Salt Lake City here to West Jordan. One of the things you'll see is that it's basically a straight shot from downtown Salt Lake here to West Jordan, taking I-15. Very easy to get here. You're also about 25 minutes or so from the Salt Lake City airport. So if you're driving to the airport or coming back from the airport, you're looking at about a 25 to 30 minute drive. A lot of the jobs here in Utah, or a lot of the growing jobs, are in what we call the Silicon Slopes, or over there in Lehi, Utah. There's a lot of tech companies that are growing. So there's a lot of people working out that way. But you're also, very close to that area. So you're about 20 to 25 minute drive from South Jordan to Lehi, Utah. So it's the same thing, down I-15, past the point of the mountain, past Thanksgiving Point, and then you reach here in Lehi, Utah. So about 20-minute drive, not too bad. But let's go ahead and take a look at South Jordan. So the first thing you'll notice is that South Jordan starts here at about I-15 off the freeway, and it goes all the way west up here to what we call the Bacchus Highway. Basically, this is as far, at least for right now, this is as far as you'll go. There's not much over here in this area other than this, small little town called Copperton. Currently, a lot of the growth happening here in South Jordan is over in this area, the Daybreak community, which we'll kind of talk about here a little bit, a little bit further in the video. I know I've talked a lot about Daybreak in some of my other videos as well. So if you have questions about Daybreak or South Jordan in general, I'll post some of the other videos down below in the description. But probably one of the other things you'll notice is that there's not a whole lot of major streets going from east to west here in South Jordan. You can see that the main one is going to be, the South Jordan Parkway, which is 104 South, and then we have the this road right here, which is 114 South, and then there's a couple other ones that'll take you through the neighborhoods. But primarily, you're looking at South Jordan Parkway and 114 South as the main streets that will get you, off the freeway up to the west side of South Jordan, depending on where you live in the area. But let's start off with some of the things that South Jordan has to offer. First thing you'll notice right away is that there's 2 temples here, right? There's 2 LDS temples. The first one over here on the east side of South Jordan is the Jordan River Utah Temple, and then we have over here the Ochre Mountain Utah Temple. You'll be able to see these as you're driving up here, for example. If you're driving up 104 South or the South Jordan Parkway, you'll be able to see it on the right-hand side when you're driving through there. You'll also be able to see the Ochre Mountain Utah Temple if you're driving up 114th here. You'll be able to see it on the right-hand side. But let's start off over here, some of the things that South Jordan has to offer. Here on the east side of South Jordan, as soon as you get off the freeway, you have a couple things that you'll probably visit frequently or you'll visit often. This is not part of South Jordan, but over here on the east side of the freeway, you have a mall called the Shops at Southtown. So basically, it has a lot of the big box, mall stores that you would find anywhere else, such as American Eagle, Foot Locker, I believe they also have like a JCPenney there. Several restaurants are really great places to visit. Slackwater is a really good place with really good pizza, so I would recommend that you check it out. But over here, at the beginning of South Jordan here on the east side, one of the places that is really fun for families is the Mulligan's golf course and games. They have several things here that you can do. Obviously, it's a golf course first, but then if you're looking for like a date night or something to do with the kids, they have a miniature golf course. They have two courses that you can play. They also have batting cages that you can do, and then just a lot of fun things here in this place that you can do as a family or as a date night. So I would highly recommend that you check it out if you're looking for something to do. But over in this area also, you have several restaurants. You have the Tsunami, which is a sushi restaurant. You have Market Street Grill, which is more of a seafood type place. Burger place. We have an R&R barbecue. So a lot of restaurants here in this area. We also have a Lifetime Fitness, which is a little bit of a higher end gym here in South Jordan. I know they have this gym or this franchise in different states. So if you're currently a member of South Jordan or not currently a member of the Lifetime, you might be able to transfer your membership here to South Jordan, Utah. But another thing you'll notice here is that there's this river that goes throughout here called the Jordan River Parkway. This is a really cool place for families to be able to, go for an evening walk, or if you're looking for somewhere to be, a trail that you can ride your bike. There's a trail that goes, right next to the river, all the way down up to some of the other cities as we go up north. But really a cool place to check out if you're looking for, a place to go for a walk or just ride bikes or, let your kids ride their scooters, whatever the case may be. Something worth checking out. Let's go a little bit farther east here in South Jordan. One of the things that is, really nice about South Jordan is that you have a lot of things that are nearby within just a couple minutes driving distance. Harmon's grocery store, for example, is a local grocery store where you can find some, a lot of local products and fresh, produce. Definitely a really good place to go shopping. It is a little bit on the more expensive side compared to some of the other grocery stores, so something to keep in mind. But for sure, somewhere I would recommend checking out just because they do have some unique things that some of the other grocery stores don't offer. Another place is one of my favorites, and pizza is one of my favorite foods. It's the Pie Pizzeria. I would highly, recommend this restaurant. Also, it's a local pizza spot. They have a couple locations throughout the valley. One, downtown Salt Lake City. One in Midvale, and then here this one in South Jordan. As you can see, the pizzas look amazing. So if you're in the area or visiting or moving here, I would highly recommend that you check out this restaurant at some point in time. But it's just off of Redwood in about 104th South here in South Jordan. Right here we have the South Jordan, Rec Center. One of the cool things about this area here is that they do have a skate park in this area, and they just opened up a new splash pad for kids. It looks really nice and a lot of fun. So something maybe worth checking out with your family. But one of the things that they've also, is kind of unique to South Jordan, and you'll probably notice if you drive down the South Jordan Parkway or 104 South, is that there's actually a Lamborghini and a Bentley dealership. You'll see the exotic cars lined up outside when you drive through. But something cool, really something cool to see as you're driving down the street. Or if you're in the market for a Lamborghini or a Bentley or an exotic car, somewhere that may be somewhere you want to check out. But let's go here, move up a little bit farther east. As you can see here, this area right here is going to be mostly residential. There are some businesses here along the South Jordan Parkway, just like gas stations, restaurants, office spaces, and those type of things. Another thing that's really convenient if you live in South Jordan, because it's just a couple-minute drive, is you have a Costco nearby, so which is really nice for families. They go to Costco and get a lot of the things in bulk. So it's really convenient if you're somebody that shops at Costco. One of the other big things here in this community also is the district. The district is a big shopping center. Where you have access to a lot of the big box stores and restaurants like a Chick-fil-A, Target, Hobby Lobby. There's also another Harmon's here in this area. There's a movie theater, which is really popular. And then we also have some restaurants here on the north side of 114 South, such as Raising Cane's, McDonald's, which everybody knows about. And then another restaurant that's one of my favorites is Longhorn Steakhouse. Kind of similar to Texas Roadhouse, probably a little bit more on the higher end and a little bit better quality, I would say, in my opinion. But they have really good food if you're looking for a steak or something along those lines. I would highly recommend that you check out that restaurant. So as we get here farther east, we come into the Daybreak community. This is where a lot of the growth is happening here in South Jordan, is the Daybreak community. I think there's currently about 150, 170 or so homes for sale here in this Daybreak community, out of the total 250-ish currently for sale in the South Jordan as a whole. But this community is growing, really fast. A lot of construction going on, but it's a really nice community for families, just because of all the amenities that this community has to offer, such as all the trails, dog parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, the lakes where you can paddleboard. There's a water course area that they're building here on this west side of the community. But definitely somewhere to check out if you're considering South Jordan. There's a lot of cool things in this area. Keep in mind that if you are moving here to this community, there is an HOA associated with this community, so something to keep in mind. I do have some other videos that I'll link down below in the description where I talk about more about the Daybreak community and HOA. But this is a really nice community for families, and a lot of different price ranges here, from the low to mid 300s up to the $500,000 or $500,000 to $700,000 homes, as well as some over $1 million. But South Jordan as a whole, has some really good ratings. Obviously, the public schools have a B+ rating, housing a B-, and then the population of South Jordan is currently at a little over 75,000, with a median home price of about $460,000. Rent for a smaller apartment, you're going to be about $1,500 a month. As you can see, the majority of the people that live in South Jordan are homeowners. So about 84% and about 16% are renting. But the schools in South Jordan, are rated fairly well. And then, also South Jordan is ranked, as one of the best places to live. And also is one of the fastest growing cities here in the state of Utah. But best suburbs for young professionals here, ranked number 18. Best suburbs in the state of Utah, ranked on number 28. And then best suburbs to raise a family here in Utah, ranked at number 30. Currently, South Jordan has a median household income of just $110,000. But there's a lot of growing opportunities when it comes to jobs here in South Jordan, as well as with Lehigh, Utah, or the Silicon Slopes being nearby. There's a lot of opportunities there as well. But now let's take a look at some of the homes that South Jordan has to offer. As I mentioned earlier, the majority of the growth happening here is in this area right here, the Daybreak community. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the homes here in this area. So as I mentioned, if you're looking for something in the 400,000s, for example, we have townhomes such as this one. We also have some more up here, which is another townhome. And if you're looking up to get a little bit on the higher end, like 1.3, we have a single family home here, which is really nice, really close to all the trails and lakes. This probably right here is another single family home. So there's a lot of options here in this community, and a lot of diversity when it comes to price ranges. So definitely a community that I would recommend that you check out. But then this side of South Jordan, the more residential part, you can see we're all over the board as well, right? For example, we have like a home like this for just under 800,000, and then we have some that are like this one, for example, at $1 million. With another single family house, we have 2.4 million, a really nice house here. So a lot of options when it comes to South Jordan and different price ranges. But definitely it's a very nice place to raise a family. If you have any questions about South Jordan in general, or a question about what it's like living here, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is below. You can call me, text me, email me. You can also schedule a call with me. All of my information is down below. I'm happy to help out any way that I can. Happy to answer any questions. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.